I'm Nakhavoly outside Church Street Junior Public School, where parents here are beginning to think yet again about a potential strike and what that could mean to their families. The Elementary Teachers Union receiving a no board report, meaning they'll be in a legal strike position in the next 17 days. The Secondary School Teacher Union also received a no board report on November 1st, but have not finished voting on the strike mandate. Now, if they vote yes, those teachers will be in legal strike position as of November 18th. Now, in terms of how real the potential for a strike actually is for both elementary and secondary school teachers, well, this is all coming in the heels of passing of Bill 124, which would cap public worker salary increases at 1% for the following 3 years. That causing plenty of criticism from major unions across the province, many of which are calling the bill unconstitutional, saying the government is interfering with fair bargaining practices. Now, we spoke with parents earlier today to get their thoughts on a potential strike. Here's what they had to say.
It's not a joke to us because I understand the politics of it all. I understand all the issues that go into it. But at the end of the day, it is us, the parents, that are stuck dealing with this.
I'm not looking forward to that. I really hope it doesn't happen. I mean, the teachers deserve to get what they want. I mean, they're an important part of the society.
The only thing I'm concerned is that our kids, they really suffer from whatever is happening.
And now some are saying this is just fuel to the fire for what is major tension between Ontario teachers and the province. Now, coming up at 5:30, we hear from Education Minister Stephen Lecce.
Alyssa.
Yeah, plenty of reaction to this bill. The bill would see public sector workers' salary increases capped at 1% per year for the next 3 years. And Ontario teachers, they're saying that this could potentially affect them in the middle of contract negotiations with the province. Regressive, unconstitutional, and shameful. Those are the words describing Bill 124 from some major unions in the province. 4 Ontario unions representing teachers and education workers issuing a statement saying they strongly condemn the passage of Bill 124 by the Ford government, saying in part, protecting a sustainable public sector for future generations act tramples on collective bargaining rights and targets public sector workers with unfair austerity measures for the next 3 years. Leader of the opposition party, Andrea Horvath, also pushing back, saying it's a bill that makes no sense.
What's going to happen? They're going to go ahead with this legislation. We're going to vote against it, and it will be challenged in the courts. And so then we'll have more public money being wasted with a court challenge on the constitutionality of this piece of legislation, and it is not constitutional.
The passing of the bill comes in the midst of ongoing tensions between Ontario teachers and the province. Today, Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario received a no board report, placing them in a legal position to strike if a deal can't be reached in 17 days.
It's an unnecessary and disrespectful dose of cold water on the negotiations. It's basically the timing is seems to be intentional. The fact is, this is going to have a kind of a dampening effect on collective bargaining.
It's clear that the various unions have been escalating over the past weeks, irrespective of the passage of the bill, and that escalation doesn't achieve our aim, which is keeping kids in class and helping provide predictability for families. So, notwithstanding their steps, we're going to continue to be constructive.
Critics calling out the Ford PCs, saying salary caps like this are typical signs of mismanagement on the government's end.
It covers up some of the mistakes that have already been made, and with this government, it seems to be this way and that way, a shell game regarding numbers.
We're going to continue to negotiate in good faith with all of our partners because we want to keep kids in class.
Now, secondary school teachers are in the process of voting on strike action. That will happen next week. If they do not come up with a contract, it could potentially strike by November 18th. And elementary school teachers are in a position to strike a week after that.